Namaste guys, Ashish here from Namaste Tech, and in this video I'm going to do a camera comparison between the Lenovo's Vibe K5 Note and the LeEco La2, which are almost of the same range. I'm going to start with the hardware specs. So you get a 13 megapixel camera and a dual LED flash with Vibe K5 Note, while in La2 you get a single LED flash with a 16 megapixel camera. Not much of difference. Also, both of these phones have PDF technology, which allows you to focus very quickly. But we'll see at the end what's the result. This is the camera UI of Vibe K5 Note. Rather very simple. Comes with a dedicated SDR toggle. Then you have front camera switch. Then you have flash control over here. Shortcut to camera gallery, video mode and the photo mode. And then you have the obvious setting. Now here you can see that you get a panorama mode and an FX mode. FX are basically filters in rather simple words. If I take a look at the settings here, you have got very simple settings here. So for example, you have got access to aspect ratio, photo resolution, white balance, ISO and all those stuff. Also in the video mode, you have got option to control the quality. You have option from SD to full SD, and then the obvious other settings. So you can see there is not much in the settings part here. Now, if somebody has to take a look at how it focuses, so it focuses very quickly rather, but I've seen in a full daylight. Now we are in studio condition, but when I've shot pictures in various daylights, sometimes it fails, especially in the low light. We'll come to that later. Now let's take a look at the UI of LeEco La2 2. So that's the camera interface of LeEco La2. Again, simple controls everywhere. You have got the camera switch, flash control, access to settings. Then you have the filters here, then access to shortcut gallery. What is interesting is this option to quickly switch between slow motion. So that is something the LeEco La2 supports. So you got a slow motion control here. Then you have got the regular video. What you should notice about the video part is that it supports 4K videos, which is not available in the K5 Note. That is something where it excels. Now let's switch to the photo mode. And then again, you have tons of options here. This is very useful for professional photographers, those who have a very basic idea of photography and they want to enhance their experience. This is very useful for people who know a bit of photography, because then you get really good control over the ISO, shutter speed and everything here. You can have your daylight settings, cloudiness and everything is available from that perspective. You also have access to sharpness and other things. Next is the panel mode. So that's very intuitive UI again. Now something you should have seen about the photo mode is that it gives quick access to all these small things here, which you can see you have got SDR, night, again quick settings if you are very keen to shoot in that way. And then you have filters, which I was talking about. So you get a live filter here, which is something again missing in the K5 Note. Next, let's take a look at the camera samples of both of these phones. Now that you have seen the camera samples of both of these phones, here are my conclusion or my comments on this. K5 Note is rather slow when it comes to focusing compared to the La2. Mostly because the hint where the circle comes in between, which tells you that's focused where, comes out rather slow. However, when taking pictures, it's pretty much okay, but it feels slow. Second, the brightness level of the K5 Note pictures are increased using the software automatically, post-processing of course, which results in better picture, but then you lose the sharpness. Compared to that, LaTeV comes with less brighter pictures, but then it maintains the sharpness, which could be a choice of some of the people. Apart from that, both of these phones are little slow when focusing in the low light section. It takes a bit of time. So guys, that was the comparison between the Vibe K5 Note and the LeEco 2. And now welcome the comments from you in where you can tell us which camera seems to be better. Make sure to roll back the video and look at the camera samples again. Thanks for watching.